tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you.
Friday night, Madison Square Garden, the Mecca. Share with us your feelings about being able to perform, number one, at the Garden, number two, in such a historic card full of women.
Yeah, so I think it's important to note that 3 years ago, I talked about fighting at Madison Square Garden. I was able to fight at Hulu Theater. Now we are here July 11th, fighting as a co-mate on a historic women's fight card. This is bigger than boxing. This is a movement, and this is history in women's sports. And I think that it's important that I'm a part of it and able to make my print be forever stamped at the Garden.
At the top of your game, you're training, you got the belts to defend, you get a phone call. Jake Paul, Most Valuable Promotions, or whoever makes that call. Share with us your sentiment, how you felt when you got that call.
You know, I think it's just, it was a moment to know that my hard work is being paid off and people are recognizing that. You know, boxing is one of those sports, it's a lonely sport, so when people can pull you up and encourage you and see your vision, they want to do it together, and that's what MVP has done for me. You
spoke about in the press conference previously that you wanted your voice to be heard. Yeah. What was it in the last promotion that wasn't? Elaborate on it.
It wasn't even, it's just important that you're being heard as a fighter in all that you do. In business, in the ring, trainer to fighter. It's just important that you're being vocal with yourself, because at the end of the day, you are all you have. So it doesn't matter if it's the promotion company, your boss, your sister, your family member, as long as you know that you have the voice to be vocal and you're not mute, because sometimes the world will make you mute through hardships. Speak it out loud. There's power in the tongue.
And speaking of such, just paying attention, MVP, the announcement, it had you taking notes, it had you at the beach. So they took notes of who Alycia Baumgardner is, if that's correct.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when we did the release promo video, I told them this is how I want to do it. I gave my input. They loved it. They took advantage of, my creative mind as well, and we came out with an awesome video.
As fans, media, we were excited every time they announced a new fight. As someone who was participating in the event, how did you feel when those fights were announced?
You know, again, it just makes my heart warm, because women's sports have grown so much, and in the sport of boxing, women are being recognized for their hard work and their contribution. That's wrong. Yeah. That too. They're contributing so much to a sport like boxing. It's a combat sport. It's a lonely sport. You have to believe in yourself. You have to build your own team. You have to know what you're doing, and women have shown that over and over. And you get to see that July 11 with multiple women, multiple champions.
Speaking of team, talk to us about your team, those that help you and were instrumental in getting to where you are today.
Yeah, it's important. Like I said, you have to have a corner that's going to encourage you and believe in you and tell you when you're wrong, tell you when you're right, and to keep just implying that faith that I know that I have and that they have within me.
How is it working with Derek James? He's a new trainer, and I believe you had like a 7-week camp. How was it training in Texas?
Yeah, Texas was hot. We love the heat though, and training with Derek James has added so much to my career, to my skill set, and you get to see that come Friday.
Now, we know that boxing is a lonely sport, and physically you look in tremendous shape, as always, but mentally, how are you prepared for this fight, being the fact that the last fight was a no contest, even though you were dominating the fight, and everything that you transpired personally, like losing your father, just how much mentally are you prepared, and also how much will it mean to you as a fighter and as a person to get the victory come Friday?
Yeah, mentally for this fight, I knew that it was going to take more than just believing. Like, you really have to go through the storm to have a different type of belief, and that's just more of believing in your corner, like I said, believing in the work that you put in and the things that you went through. I know that my dad wouldn't want anything less of his daughter to not perform at the highest level, to put the work in. And I know come Friday night, they'll see that, and just the energy that I'm going to possess that night. It's going to be there, and it's going to be alive.
Speaking of believing, talk to the boxing fan, talk to the kids.
Yeah, kids, I just hope you understand that one day that you will grow up, you will be an adult, and it's important to write down your goals. Write it down, visualize it, speak about it, talk to a friend about it. Have people around you that are going to love you, to inspire you, and push you in the better direction. It's all about knowing who you are surrounded by that's going to take you to that next level.
If I could get some predictions out of you, just we have Amanda Serrano and Katie Cheddar 3. Just what are your thoughts on the fight, and who do you think is going to win?
Yep, great fight. Again, we're here again for the third time, and I think Amanda Serrano is going to take it.
Okay. And now Canelo's fighting Terrence Crawford. Crawford's moving up in weight. What are your thoughts on the fight?
Boxing's all about taking challenges, and I think Terrence Crawford has shown that he's ready to take that challenge, but also Canelo is the challenge. So, I think Canelo likes to have fun, and he's been in the sport for quite some time, so the experience will say a lot.
Speaking of challenges, there's some fighters that people want to see you against, such as maybe Michaela Mayer again, possibly. People are saying that she said that she offered you a rematch for the catch weight, but it was denied. Is there any truth to that, and do you see yourself fighting her again?
Yeah, it was denied because they try to offer less money than the first fight. We're undisputed, so you got to come with the bag. And yeah, I wouldn't mind to fight Michaela again. I think that every boxing is a timing thing. So I'm in such a awesome position now as the undisputed world champion at 130, and we have a lot more to look forward to in the next coming fights.
Another name that mentioned your name was Caroline Dubois. Are you any interested in fighting her at all? Or?
I'm not quite sure who that is.
Caroline Dubois, that's Daniel Dubois' little sister.
I haven't heard of her.
No? Okay, no. I apologize. And just one last thing, just one final thing you can say to your fans who are going to support you from fighting.
Yeah, just want to say thank you to all my fans for encouraging me along the way, sharing a post, liking a post, leaving a comment. It really means the most to me, and come Friday night, you will see why Alycia the Baumgardner is the best in the world.
And we thank you for your time, and good luck on Friday night.
Thank you.